Hey there guys, it's Celine. It's Wednesday. I've just been to the market, but I really needed a bit more exercise right now, so to speak. So I left the house and went into my park. It's a very disgusting looking plastic bag over here. Other than that, it's really pretty. This is a piece of my park that is sort of left to its own devices. There's some water in there. Marshland, actually. It's fairly small, but it's a bit of a little ecosystem, as it were. Beyond there's a bright patch you can see. There's actually fields and buildings, but right here it's mainly birds, as you can see, or hear rather. And the sun is shining. It's a nice day. We've had a couple of weeks of quite a bit of rain, thank God, because that was really badly needed. We've had, I think, the hottest and driest summer on record in this country, just like a lot of other places I've heard of, where it's just been a big deal. So, like, kind of a little witchy check-in from me to you here. I keep wanting to do all sorts of Tummo update stuff. There's quite some litter out here. It's a bit disgusting. People just drop their stuff everywhere, don't they? So I've been, I keep wanting to do all sorts of check-in things, all sorts of Tummo update things. But each time I sort of get around to starting to get my ideas together, there's a new development and everything's upside down again, and I can't think. And I can't talk about things because it's all kind of, difficult and strange and unpredictable and tense. Well, you know what it's like. It's life, I suppose. So, now that I'm out here, I felt like maybe I can go like this for a little bit. Maybe that was my hand in the viewer, quite likely. Hi, I'm still alive. I keep having new Tummo Pathways, so to speak, where I'm apparently in this huge process of applying the energy work that I've learned to do over the past more than 2.5 years by now, applying it in new ways. Each 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so, there's a new development, a new pathway, a new area in my person, in my body, even for my husband. It's been going on. So I need to talk about that stuff, and maybe I will go on recording now that I've sort of, found out how to do this again. In terms of, I can't really tell you all the details and stuff right here. I don't feel that's really comfortable. Besides, I don't want to stand here for an hour, and we have material for several hours. Let me tell you. So, lots of interesting developments. Also, things that have been working on themes that I've already brought up on my channel. Like, for example, for my husband, who I've said 100 times already, I think, is a womb twin survivor. He's got like vanished twin issues in his life. It turns out that with the tumor level that I am practicing now, I can sort of map out things in his body, and I detected this earlier. This is in 2021, actually early in the year, in January or so, that I first noticed that there was this whole area in his underbelly that was really tense, and it contained like information about pain. It wasn't his, it belonged to his mother. Okay, so that has been sort of the newest development over the past couple of weeks. I think my getting back into working with this energy and this vibration and seeing this in him, that's about 3 weeks ago now. What I did is I can sort of generate a combination of pulling up his own Shakti energy through that area, and at the same time share what my energy, with the fact that he is a male of the species and I'm a female of the species, with the whole set of the organs. I am not his mother, thank God. So I also am not a mother at all. I've never had any children. So my organs down there are healthier and feel better most of the time than hers used to do, because having children, being pregnant, giving birth was a very big, it was really a big deal for her. It was a lot of pain and a lot of damage also to her nerves, to her tendons in her back. She already wasn't super fit when she got pregnant. So it looks like her sons, probably both of them, carry these codes in their body of a womb that is hurt, of the pain of their mothers. This may be very scary to listen to. I'm sorry for that. Maybe this is a nice place, after all, to be talking about these things for just a couple of minutes. The good news is that it's possible to use my brand of Tummo. For more details about that, see the playlists and all the rest of the intel. You can't really, maybe you can imagine some of it on the basis of the information I give, on the basis of my information, the experiences that I share. That's what I'm hoping, you know. I don't expect anybody to go the 777 miles of this practice yourselves or themselves in any way whatsoever. It is a different world if you practice this type of Tummo. I don't even know that it would compare to Tibetan Tummo practices by now anymore, you know, because I don't have the same needs as the people in Tibet at 3,000 or 4,000 meters altitude, of course. So there's that. I still find it hugely beneficial. I've been working on this whole underbelly business. It turns out that I, by now, would almost want to see our reproductive organs as male and female originally of the species as they come at birth, right? I would like to see those as belonging in a, what I tend to call by now, a blueprint chakra. Because I think that a whole lot of our family karma and family pain, probably also through males, we inherit, okay? From basically, in this particular case, what I've seen is simply from seeing other people in pain. Our bodies perceive the pain of others, especially people that we're really close to. This is not new information. Most of this that we've been working on recently is not new information. There has been, the proof of the pudding, you know, has been that the work I have done on my husband has brought a whole new level, a whole new experience, a whole new dimension of relaxation and confidence for him, first of all, and then also for me. So the work I have done brings results, very obvious results. The levels of tension, of resistance, of anger, of all these things, very deeply hidden types of blockages, energy blockages and emotion that used to be, you know, seem to have faded to a large extent at this point. He's in the office, he's doing his work, he's been going to the office, everything has been improving for him only, and he feels good, he feels better. He has been feeling really tired, which is normal, I think. You know, these kinds of processes it's a whole shift, your whole body shifts. Kids are going home from school. It's 12:30 or so. Kids in the forest. I don't think they have any blueprint zone issues themselves. It's all coming out. So that's part one. The other part for myself is that there have been consequences for me doing this work. I'm just trying to keep talking here. And I've just had a very recent, past night, working with Tummo, other pathways. Again, it seems like we're made up of these hundreds of pathways that each have a different function. Each sort of, it's like growth rings in wood that you would see in a log of wood, except they go in all directions, inside me, inside us. And the Tummo maps it out for you. And the Tummo, the Shakti transformed through all these activations and all these processes. By now it's too long to enumerate. I think that's one thing that's been keeping me back from updating you on this stuff. It's too long a story by now. If I have to start from scratch, explaining what the whole Tummo deal is about, and then go through my activations, and it's been a logical process going from 1 to whatever it is by now, 9 or 10 or so. I don't count them anymore. It's a huge adventure. There's a lot of detoxing involved. There's a lot of needing to sleep, needing to keep track of hormones and stuff, needing to be out in the green, like I'm doing here. So this is actually really nice, you guys. I'm looking at the ivy on the trees here, the hazel bushes. Let's walk a little further and actually go out through this little path here, like so. It's very pretty. And apart from the litter that's spread around here, which they clean up occasionally, and sometimes I will bring a bag and clean some of the stuff up myself. Occasionally. There's more water here. It's quite pretty. No mushrooms as yet. I've seen one inky cap back here, but it's completely disappeared. That was a couple of days ago. I don't know. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared. And so far, it's one of the very few mushrooms. It's also nearing the new moon. The next weekend, the 25th, I believe, is the new moon. Over here, I don't know, 12 in the middle of the night, somebody dropped their newspapers here that they didn't want to do delivery for, or it's just ads, publicity folders. People clean this stuff up occasionally. So there's the end of the path. That's where you go to the main path, and there's a couple of other main paths through here. So I'm feeling really good. I'm not so tired now. I've also had a hefty hormonal cycle, and that's all part of the same process. The body has to do the hormonal things at the same time, and can be a huge hassle. I'm also in menopause, so it's becoming slightly less predictable than it used to be. So far, everything's still more or less on track. And as long as I am, detoxing and getting rid of the toxins, whatever it is that's in my system, I am quite confident that we're fine, really. I don't have any other complaints. I've had more headaches. I've also, in the Tummo part that I've been working on most of all over the past month in total, I've been working on my my skull area, my brain area, and that's a whole different challenge. But I think there's each time the energy becomes more intense, deeper, more effective. So that's in short, in a very short summary, is what I'm doing, most of the time. Versions of this, and then applying what I learn to whatever, seems to be needed at the time. So lots of ivy here, no mushrooms yet. It is today the 21st, yes, of September. So I'm going to go back home, have me some lunch, talk to husband, and see whatever else I can do that's useful. In the afternoon, we'll be going out. Leaves are falling a bit, some of them. There's bugs. It's that phase where it's not really summer anymore, but it's also not really autumn yet. So very soon it will be more autumnal, and the wheel is turning. Thank you for watching. I think I'm going to leave it at this. Actually managed to tell you a bit of what's been going on in my brain. It's magic, and it's only more interesting all the time. And if I had known beforehand that it's going to be this much work to actually change, things in your life, in your patterns, in your ancestral patterns, that's part of it's part of everything. It's always part of everything. Okay, more to follow. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.